Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at the CXC Social Studies 2014 paper 2 questions. Specifically, we will be looking at question 4, the topic regional integration. I know that regional integration is a challenging topic for students sitting their social studies examination, right? But by practicing these questions, watching my videos, learning tips and tricks how to answer these questions, right? I know that you will be successful in earning that 20 marks allocated for the regional integration essay. But before we start, I want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. And if you are stopping by my channel for the very first time, welcome. If you love these videos, if you are loving my channel, why won't you hit that subscribe button, like and share this video, turn on that notification bell, that whenever I upload a new video, that will assist you in your preparation for your social studies examination. You will be notified immediately. Let us write this regional essay now. So the question is multilateral agreements, a way to strengthen integration and increase trade. Write an essay on the above caption. Begin by explaining the difference between a multilateral agreement and a bilateral agreement and give 2 examples of multilateral agreements involving Caribbean countries. Explain 2 problems Caribbean countries may face in trading with each other. Suggest, given full details, 3 strategies apart from the use of flyers and seminars that Caribbean leaders may use to educate citizens about the benefits of regional integration. Explain fully why each strategy is likely to be successful. And this is 20 marks. Now, the first thing the question is asking us to do is to explain the difference between a multilateral agreement and a bilateral agreement and give 2 examples of multilateral agreements involving Caribbean countries. So remember, when you're answering your questions, you're going to do so in complete sentences and only answer what the question is asking you to. So here we go. A multilateral agreement is one which involves 3 or more countries signing a treaty. When we talk about bilateral agreement, we are talking about a treaty between 2 countries. So multilateral agreement is more than 3 or more countries signing an agreement or a treaty, and a bilateral agreement is 2 countries signing a treaty. The other part of the question asks us to state 2 examples of multilateral agreements involving Caribbean countries. So 2 examples of multilateral agreements involving Caribbean countries are, we have CARICOM, we have CARIFTA. You could also write CSME, the Caribbean Single Market Economy. The other part of the question is explain 2 problems Caribbean countries may face in trading with each other. Now, 2 problems Caribbean countries may face in trading with each other are 1. Favoritism between countries. 2. Countries not honoring their part of the treaty. Now, favoritism, because the question say explain, we're just going to write a little more on our answers. Now, favoritism between Caribbean countries means that some countries, right, may choose or prefer to trade with other countries than with others. For example, with country X buys a lot of goods from country R. However, country R prefers to buy goods from country S, right? Because he has a lot of friends in that country. So this is a violation of the treaty that was signed by Caribbean countries to promote integration and also to promote trade liberalization. Also, country R prefers to buy goods from country S because they consider country S to be a more developing country than country X, even though country X buy a lot of goods from country R, right? So we can see where this can cause a lot of this favoritism can cause a lot of problems between Caribbean countries when it comes on to trading. For example, the countries that are considered to be less developed, for example, country X, they might have mistrust problems or issues with the more developing countries when trading, right? So favoritism is one of the problems that may face countries when in the Caribbean when they're trading with each other. Another problem that countries may face when trading with each other is countries not honoring their part of the treaty. So some countries may choose to not honor the protocols of trade liberalization after signing treaty. For example, and an example of countries not honoring their part of the treaty is, for example, in 1996, Trinidad and Tobago, they accused Jamaica of putting barriers, right, to its exports of food and drink to Jamaica. And we know that this would be a violation of the Treaty of Trade Liberalization because when we speak of trade liberalization, we are talking about the removal of any barriers to trade. So if a country decides to put barriers to its exports of food, for example, and drinks, that would definitely be a violation of trade liberalization. Next question suggests giving full details, 3 strategies apart from the use of flyers and seminars that Caribbean leaders may use to educate citizens about the benefits of regional integration. Now, this question carries 2 parts. In part 1, we are asked to give strategies that can be used to educate citizens about regional integration. In part B of the question, you are going to justify or explain why do you believe that the strategies that you have suggested in part 1 of the question is likely to work or is likely to be successful. Now, 3 strategies apart from the use of flyers. So you cannot write flyers and seminars as a strategy. So apart from the use of flyers and seminars, what can Caribbean leaders use or do to educate citizens about the benefits of regional integration? Now I've given you 5 strategies, so we're going to look at those strategies. Strategy 1, using the mass media, example radio, television, and newspaper. 2, working with Ministry of Education. 3, regional ambassadors. 4, house-to-house interaction with citizens. 5, social media. So these are my 5 strategies, and there are many other strategies that can be used, but I've given you 5. So now we're going to explain why do we believe that each of these strategies can be used by Caribbean leaders to educate citizens about the benefits of regional integration. Way 1. One strategy Caribbean leaders may use to educate citizens about the benefits of regional integration is by using the mass media. And when I talk about the mass media here, I am speaking of radio, television, and newspaper. Why do I believe that if Caribbean leaders use the mass media, or they can use the mass media to educate citizens about the benefits of regional integration? Now, this strategy will work because the leaders will be able to give citizens information on regional integration, right? We know that Caribbean people, we love our mass media, we love listening to the radio, we love watching our television, and some of us, we love reading the newspapers, right? So programs can be aired on the television and the radio at a particular time of day. So citizens will be accustomed to listening to or watching that program on regional integration on that day, a particular day, and also a particular time. Way two, working with the Ministry of Education to introduce regional integration as a part of the school's curriculum. Now, this strategy will work because from an early age, students will be educated about the benefits of regional integration. Students will also be able to educate their friends and families about regional integration from what they have learned at school. Way three, another strategy that Caribbean leaders may use to educate citizens about the benefits of regional integration is having regional ambassadors. Now, this strategy will work because the persons that will be selected to be regional integration ambassadors will be able to use their face and their voice as the brand for regional integration. These ambassadors, right, oftentimes have established networks and relationships to promote and educate citizens about regional integration by word of mouth, marketing tactics, such as referring family and friends, or they can talk about regional integration and its benefits on their social media or whatever platform they are accustomed to. And its benefits on the communication channel. So again, they can, if you are a popular blogger on YouTube or TikTok, or you are popular on Facebook or Twitter, you can use these communication channels as a regional integration ambassador to educate citizens about regional integration. Way four, another strategy that Caribbean leaders may use to educate citizens about the benefits of regional integration is using social media. We know that we are living in a world where social media is taking over. It is the main means of communication for government and for citizens, right? So the Caribbean leaders can use this medium to their advantage to educate citizens about regional integration and its benefits, right? So Caribbean leaders, they can interact with citizens, they can post informations about regional integration and its benefits, and citizens will be able to interact with them maybe by asking questions. Maybe they have some misunderstanding about some information. They can interact and ask questions. Now, I want you to practice answering these questions, especially the questions that carries two parts where you're supposed to suggest your strategies and explanation. So I had given you 5 strategies and I only looked at 4 of such strategies. So 1 is remaining. I want you to practice using that strategy to answer your questions. I hope you are learning something from my videos on especially the topic regional integration. Remember, if you have not yet subscribed, please do so, like and share this video and leave a comment. And there are many other strategies that you can write. There are many answers that you can write. If you have anything that is different from the ones that I use in this video, you can leave them in the comment section. All right, students, see you in another video.